Imagine standing in the roaring Colosseum, surrounded by 50,000 cheering Romans. Below, the warriors face off not just for survival, but for glory. Gladiator games began in the 3rd century BCE, originally as funeral rites, where slaves or prisoners would fight to honor the dead. Over time, these rituals evolved into public spectacles, especially under the Roman Republic and Empire. These were the gladiators, the fighters of ancient Rome, both feared and admired. For example, but who were they really? Were they heroes, slaves, or something more? The word gladiator comes from the Latin gladius, meaning sword. By the time of Emperor Augustus, gladiator contests had become a key part of Roman culture. Politicians sponsored them to gain public favor, and emperors used them to showcase power and keep the masses entertained. Gladiators were expensive to train, and organizers didn't want to waste good fighters. Many bouts ended when one fighter was clearly defeated, and the crowd or the emperor would decide their fate. They trained in ludi gladiatori, or gladiator schools, where they followed strict diets, harsh routines, and were treated both as property and valuable investments. By the 5th century CE, the games were banned. While brutal, they remain a powerful symbol of Roman culture, blending violence, showmanship, and social commentary. Most gladiators were slaves, prisoners of war, or criminals. However, some volunteered called doctorati, hoping for fame or money. Their legacy still echoes in our films, sports, and fascination with combat. The arena may be silent today, but the stories of these ancient warriors live on. There were many types of gladiators, each with unique armor and weapons. Mamillo carried a large shield and sword, wore a helmet with a fisher-shaped crest. Retiarius used a net and trident, fought with speed and agility. Threx had curved swords and square shields. These matchups were designed for drama and contrast. Contrary to popular belief, not every fight ended in death. They were the celebrities of their time, with fans, graffiti in their honor, and even action figure-like oil lamps. The iconic thumbs up or thumbs down image is actually debated by historians. In Latin, they use terms like pollis verso, but we're not exactly sure what gestures meant, life or death. Victorious gladiators could win money, fame, and even freedom. Gladiator games began to decline as the Roman Empire weakened and Christianity spread. Gladiators weren't just mindless fighters, they were complex figure slaves and heroes, victims and stars.